Right, so I want it so the blade is more or less touching the side of that. That's going to get welded onto there. So basically, anywhere there, because I can, I'll have to put a spacer in it anyway. So if we set it up in the middle there, and we want that like that, and we need to mark the centre of that. You can see what I'm doing here. It's sort of, I'm making it up as I go along. There's nothing critical at all. Hey lad, fuck off. Right, it's going to go there anyway, with a flat that way. And we want a 10mm hole through there. I could put a slot in that I could move it, I suppose. And the distance is fixed, that's not a problem. But I could put a slot in and I could move that in and out like that to get the saw exactly how I wanted it. I think that's what I'll do. I'll drill a couple of 10mm holes in and then to put a slot drill. Make a nice slot through it, definitely. And so I'm going to put a slot across there, and all I've done, I've mounted a bit of C-section on the milling machine, and I'm just going to put my fingers in there and just line that up with the inside of that edge. That'll be perfectly adequate. Another way, you put a piece of steel on there like that, push it in until the steel is level with the edge. Like that, and that is accurate enough for what this is. Right, so I'm just going to use the finger in there method. Absolutely spot on, or at least in near enough spot on. Some people seem to go to the nth degree setting things up. I do if it's needed, but if it's something like this, it doesn't really matter. I'll have enough bits of old packer and plate for lining things up and for clamping things down on. I keep all old bearings and little bits of shame. Got boxes and boxes of it. They're good. My friend Bob gets them in what they call them, dropouts. On the stamp a hole, they're ideal. The idea is to try and get the clamp line level. 2 clamps will be sufficient for what we've got to do. Spot on. I've seen people run a clock down the side of there, but I mean it's hot road travel. You don't put clocks on stuff like that. Right, we'll pick this up and then we'll get it machined out. Right, so that's the centre, and I want to go sort of 10mm either way, like a 20mm wide slot. Right, that's 10mm, so we'll just spot mark that there. need to go 20, it's 10 the other way. I'm going to go further on this one. 15. It's 10mm drill. It's very tempting just to put a 10mm cutter in that drill chuck. You don't do it, there's just too much flex, it's not rigid enough. Drill chucks are for drilling holes, not for holding milling cutters. Right, that's reasonable. So we've got the slot in there. I found a suitable bolt that goes through there, and that'll go onto there, and that can be tightened up and slid anywhere so I can set up exactly where I want this. So basically now I need a hole drilling through there to bolt that on. That's 10mm as well. So we need that up in the air a little bit, and then we can mark where that hole centre is going to be. Something like that, a little bit of clearance. In fact, that's probably too much, it doesn't need that much. More than enough. Right, so mark that centre height and drill a hole through there. This bench must be lying down. Look at the bastard thing. It surprised me it is, because my mate Mick built that. 40mm. So you want the hole centre 40 from the edge of there. I could drill this and tap it, but I'm just going to drill straight through it and put a nut and bolt in. Yeah, definitely need to increase the water flow. And that stainless is doing really well. Right, I've had it play around and I've changed some of the settings on the blast machine so it puts more water out. Sure, that's right, that's what we're going for there. Very nicely indeed. Right, I found a suitable bolt to go through there, and that goes through there, not on there. I put a spacer in between just to give a little bit of clearance. That can be tightened up. and that goes onto there with that bolt through there. Right. And that allows that to pivot like that and to slide in and out to get the distance I want, which is going to be probably about there. I think the next thing to do is possibly to put a tacker weld on there, which is looking not too bad. I'm quite pleased with it. A little bit over engineered, but yeah, I keep saying nothing too strong if I broke. I'm going to put a fence on here, like a 90-degree fence, so whatever I cut is at 90 degrees, but I also might make it so it swivels like that to 45, or rather like that to 45 by putting a slot in there. I'm not quite sure. And I may also make a clamp so I can clamp the grinder down and put a sanding disc on as well. Yeah, they're very useful, them bearings. I use them for wheels. Once I made some wheels for a machine and just bolted them on, they really are a good bit of gear. I mean, that they've done 70 or 80,000 miles, so that's spun round a few times and the bearing's still beautiful. You change them as a matter of course. You don't just fit a cam belt, you fit a kit, water pumps and bearings and odds and ends. There's another one there, that's an idler bearing. I keep them, not a lot of them, I keep a few of them. Handy for space as for the mill, anything, projects. Right, that's looking pretty good now. There's no play anywhere at all in there, it's really rigid. I'll turn it around so I can get a view that way. So I need to put a fence on here, and I need to make the fence adjustable so it can go to 45 degrees. And obviously I'm going to have to put a guard on here. I'll have to make a guard to go around the wheel, and I'm going to try and get a slightly bigger wheel on it. But basically that should do the job quite nicely. Like I keep saying, nothing too strong if I broke. A real good use for one of those bearings. Once again, it's just time to say thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do, it is important. And yes, I am still going to bang on about mental health. I mean, what can I say about it? I've said it umpteen times. If you're having problems like depression, you need to get help. Help's available. You've got to talk. The worst thing you can do is bottle it up. Believe me, I've been there. I know exactly what I'm talking about. If me talking about this makes one person get some help, it's been all worthwhile, because this is not easy to do, believe me. I'm supposed to be a big tough Geordie. Well, I'll tell you what it is, the big tough Geordie's not that tough. Anyway, thanks for watching.